I thought you'd be back by 11.
I said I'd be back later.
I assumed you'd be back later. If you came back at all, you'd be back later.
Well, I'm back, okay?
Is this rubble?
It was just a little workout, just to stay loose.
You know how I feel about that, Bob. We can't blow cover again.
The building was coming down anyway.
What? You knocked down a building?
It was on fire, structurally unsound. It was coming down anyway.
Tell me you haven't been listening to the police scanner again.
Look, I performed a public service. You act like that's a bad thing.
It is a bad thing, Bob. Uprooting our family again so you can relive the glory days is a very bad thing.
Reliving the glory days is better than acting like they didn't happen.
Yes, they happened. But this, our family, it's what's happening now, Bob. And you are missing this. I can't believe that you don't want to go to your own son's graduation.
It's not a graduation. He's moving from the 4th grade to the 5th grade.
It's a ceremony.
It's psychotic. They keep creating new ways to celebrate mediocrity, but if someone is genuinely exceptional...
This is not about you, Bob. This is about Dash.
You want to do something for Dash? Then let him actually compete. Let him go out for sports.
I will not be made the enemy here. You know why we can't do that.
Because he'd be great.
This is not about you.
All right, Dash. I know you're listening. Come on out.
Bye. You too, young lady.
Hello. I just finished directing the scene from The Incredibles. The first thing I did after the first performance was praise the actors on their performance. I specified what I liked about their performance, but then I started going through the script and giving them situations that they understood to give them the emotion that I wanted. For example, for my female actor, I used the situation of her preparing a meal and spending a lot of time on it and working very hard under the assumption that her husband would be home at a certain time. However, he does not show up and all of her work is basically gone to waste. But she's hoping that he has a good excuse for why he's late and it's not just for any reason. So I went through the script doing that. I next had my actor do drills. The first drill was standing back to back, no actions, just verbal communication between the two of them. And that really helped raise the emotional impact of the scene. And they seemed to understand it more, how they bounced off each other better with that. The second drill I did was I switched the roles. So I had my male actor do the female part and my female actor do the male part. And that really helped the understanding of how the roles interacted to each other and how they could, the response they would get from certain actions. The final thing I did for the actors was give them some background on their characters. So I explained to them some backstory, how they were feeling before the scene. And then I also gave 2 small props to the actors so they could have something physical to hold on to and interact with during the performance.
I thought you'd be back by 11.
I said I'd be back later.
Well, I assume you'd be back later. If you came back at all, you'd be back later.
I'm back, okay?
Is this rubble?
It's just a little workout, just to stay loose.
You know how I feel about that, Bob. We can't blow our cover again.
The building was coming down anyway.
What? You knocked down a building?
It was on fire, structurally unsound. It was coming down anyway.
Tell me you haven't been listening to the police scanner again.
Look, I performed a public service. You act like it's a bad thing.
It is a bad thing, Bob. Uprooting again?